woman.
Isn't she the golden Rakshasa?
And that black-haired guy!
Whoa! He's super famous! Huh, it's him.
Seriously?
Oh dear.
The Ashen Chevalier.
No way.
What?
That girl is...
Attention! I will have silence! We will now begin the entrance ceremony for Thor's Military Academy's branch campus. The opening speeches will be omitted. We will begin by announcing class assignments. First, Class 8, Combat Tactics. The instructor is Randolph Orlando.
Right. Step forward when I call your name. Jessica, Wayne, Sydney, Maya, Ash, Freddie, Gustav, and Leonora. You 8.
Next, Class 9, Military Finance. The instructor is Toa Herschel.
I'll call out names now. Sandy, Kyrie, Louise, Tatiana, Valerie, Muse, Pablo, and Stark. There are 9 of you in total.
Class 8 and Class 9. Combat Tactics and Military Finance. Then the ones left over are...
Silence! We will now have a word from our principal. Principal, if you would.
I am Aurelia Le Guin, principal of the branch campus. As some of you are new to Erebonia, not all of you may be familiar with my name. A few of you may have noticed already, but I'll spell it out for the rest. This school is a trash bin. Thor's main campus will be welcoming the Crown Prince this year. As such, it will go through heavy reform. This campus is a place they can toss aside those deemed too troublesome, or those with problematic backgrounds. Just like that, all of you, our instructors, and even myself, are here because we have been tossed aside.
Hey now.
No, Principal Le Guin. That is far too...
However, there is a saying, be ever vigilant as though the world is a battlefield. Such a mindset is difficult to learn in times of peace. However, the situation we find ourselves in is a perfect environment for it. Those who lack the resolve to better themselves, to reforge themselves in the fires of adversity, or you run the risk of leaving later. In a Very well. In that case, I welcome each and every one of you to Thor's Military Academy's branch campus. Arise, O youth, and become the foundation of the world. I greet you with these familiar words from Emperor Dreikels.
Well, I'm nice and overwhelmed now, but...
Just where are we supposed to go?
General, Principal. Could I get you to announce the final class?
Huh?
Very well. We'll be picking up after the main campus's classes 1 through 6, with our own classes 7 through 9. The 3 of you make up Class 7, Special Operations. Your instructor will be him, Reana Schwarzer.
Wow! I looked over the blueprints, but I didn't think it'd be this big.
Don't get so excited. This facility is nothing remarkable. As I explained before, much of your duties will be performed here under my direction. I expect nothing short of raw talent from a Russell.
Yes, sir!
So, she's a student here after all. I could swear I've heard the name Russell somewhere before. But more importantly, that we're Class 7 is clearly no coincidence. Only 3 students, and she's one of them.
Combat tactics and military finance are undergoing their orientations at the moment. Special operations will be having an orienteering exercise. You must...
In one piece? What does that mean?
What is this building for?
It's called Einhell Keep. It was built in conjunction with the branch campus for testing new methods of training. The interior is fully controllable via orbal technology and features variable difficulty levels. As for your exercise, you will be combating monsters and such unleashed within the keep.
What?
Monsters? That's a joke, right?
Now I understand. Special operations, indeed. I guess this is a fitting enough exercise, given our class's name. And it's not just for my students either, is it?
It helps that you're quick on the uptake. That said, don't assume it will be the same as the Class 7 you were part of. Rather than an experimental clash between social classes, this one will act as an established task force for assignments in the field. And as its instructor, you will have your students see each assignment through.
It's all starting to come together.
Hold on just a second. We did what you said and came here, but what the heck is all this crap? This is just... I mean, no one ever told me I was being put in some shady Black Ops squad.
Your placement in Class 7 is the result of your aptitude test, Cadet Crawford. If you are dissatisfied, you have the option to pack your bags and return to the Military Police Academy.
That's all the way in Crossbell.
I've yet to accept the situation, but I understand it now, at the very least. Can you give us more details?
Certainly. Instructor Schwarzer and the 3 of you will enter the keep and stand by for further instructions. While on standby, they will explain their qualifications as you brief them on the use of the Arcus 2.
Understood.
Bah! Finally, we can begin the trial. Disciple candidate, don't dawdle. Everything must be up and running in 10 minutes.
Yes.
Damn. Looks like this school's even more messed up than I'd heard.
I'd prefer if non-affiliates stayed off the premises.
Take it easy. I ain't here to cause trouble. As soon as she's done with her orientation, I'm getting the hell out of here.
Very well. You may have been referred here by the royal family, but don't forget your place. That extends to any actions you and your friends will take in the Empire from here on out.
Ha! I'd say that's up to you guys, you know? You got a whole country up to its neck in plots and schemes, and then a screwed up school like this pops up out of nowhere. Really makes you wonder who's pulling the strings around here.
I suppose I should have expected as much from an A-rank bracer.
A facility full of untested mechanisms certainly sounds like a playground for the professor. So how much do you already know?
Nothing too specific. The above-ground portion is a cube measuring 50 arch on each side, and the below-ground area is still being expanded.
Are the two of you already acquainted?
We are. I just had no idea she'd be one of my students. But that's neither here nor there. Let's start with introductions while everything's being prepped. I just got here earlier today, so I'm sorry I haven't had time to speak with you two yet. I'm...
Why even bother introducing yourself? We all know you're Reana Schwartzer, the Ashen Chevalier. The big hero who put an end to the Erebonian Civil War when he was just a student. Not to mention the occupation of Crossbell. I'm sure everyone in Erebonia knows who you are.
In addition, you resolved incident after incident across the Empire as part of your schoolwork. Then, during the Northern War last October, you worked alongside General Le Guin and Brigadier General Bardius to annex Northumbria.
Le Guin? Like, our principal? Wait, what? And he helped occupy Northumbria?
That's erroneous. The actual circumstances were...
You're both very well informed. Though, calling me a hero is a bit much. I'd still like to say a little bit about myself. As you know, I'm Reana Schwartzer. I'm a graduate of Thor's Military Academy's main campus. I got my diploma just last month, and I'm starting as an instructor here at the branch campus today. I'll be overseeing martial arts and Panzer Soldat training outside the classroom. That is, of course, in addition to being the homeroom teacher for Class 7 Special Operations.
I'll go next. My name is Kurt Vander. I'm from the capital. I've heard more than just the common stories about you.
You're a Vander. That would make you General Zek's and Lieutenant Colonel Mueller's...
Mueller is my older brother, and Zex is my uncle. Though I'm aware I look nothing like them, right up to my hair.
Yeah. It's true, he doesn't have dark hair or even a similar build.
By the way, are those glasses fake? They don't look good on you at all. You should probably get rid of them.
Oof.
Fashion is clearly not their intended function.
All right, I get it. They don't look good. No need to rub it in. Nice to meet you, Kurt. You're up next.
Fine. Oh, brother. I'm Una Crawford. I transferred here from the Crossbell Police Academy. And honestly, I'd rather not be here. But if that's how it's gonna be, then I'll just have to make the most of it.
Ah, Crossbell. I had my suspicions. So, when you say police academy, you're talking about the military police academy, right?
There was no military slapped on the name before the annexation. Are you saying I can only call it by the official name the great and powerful Erebonia has blessed it with?
No, that's not what I meant. Sorry. I was being insensitive.
Well, I might have overreacted. But I still don't accept that name.
Yeah. That's completely understandable.
I'm last then. Altina Orion, formerly part of the Imperial Army's Intelligence Division.
Isn't that classified?
My affiliation with them ended upon my enrollment here. On pay, please, think nothing of it.
I feel as though I've just heard something I shouldn't have.
The Intelligence Division is pretty hardcore, isn't it? Hold up! What do you mean, on paper?
Slip of the tongue. Oops.
There's that snark.
Thank you for waiting. Preparations are now complete for the Level 0 Einhell trial. If you haven't already, please set your Arcus 2s now.
Is that the girl from earlier?
I was under the impression she was a student like us.
Understood. Give us just a moment. Each of you were given one of these, right?
Ah, that.
I was sent one, but I haven't turned it on yet.
It's a battle orbment. Normal battle orbments are personal devices that link with their user and can produce a variety of effects. They can improve your physical abilities and allow you to cast orbal arts, among other things. But this is the newest model, the Arcus 2. It has a few additional functions.
Interesting.
It's a little different from the Enigma models in Crossbell.
To be precise, they are the product of a collaboration between the Reinford Company and Epstein Foundation. I assume these models are combat ready?
Yeah, I'll explain how they work. Now, each of you take one of these.
We get master quartz?
The Enigmas did have these.
The basics should be the same. Go ahead and set your master quartz in a central slot.
Yes, sir.
Here?
I should set mine while they're at it.
Whoa!
I can feel it working.
Now that you've set your master quartz, you're synced with your Arcus units. You should be able to notice a significant difference in combat.
All right.
Okay, now this is new.
How long do you intend to keep me waiting?
Sorry, Professor. We're ready.
Then let's not waste any more time. Level 0 begins on floor B1. The trial will be considered completed once you return to ground level.
Professor, is it that red light? Sir, you shouldn't use that.
Oh, don't act like you have a lick of common sense. You're Albert's granddaughter. It's time we saw what Class 7's Special Operations is made of. I'm curious to see if you can survive with a passing score.
Hey, watch the floor!
Huh?
What? Right yourself and brace for the landing. Altina, you...
Clown Soleus.
Never mind.
What happened? I remember that professor talking, then the floor opened up?
It was Yuna, correct?
Huh?
My apologies, but if you could move. It's not that you're heavy, but I'm having trouble breathing.
Well then, history repeats itself.
The floor appears to be padded, so bruising should not be an issue. How strangely like the obscene positions you often find yourself in, Instructor Reen.
Please don't say things that'll give people the wrong impression. Oh, wow. I'm surprised you're already calling me an instructor.
That is your current designation.
I assure you, I didn't intend for this to happen. Then again, I suppose intent is irrelevant. I won't make any further excuses. You may hit me if it'll make you feel better.
How very admirable of you being so calm about it just pisses me off even more. So I think I'll take you up on that. Erebonian boys are just so... Ugh!
I do not believe his nationality was a factor.
You were just a little unlucky.
Not unlucky. I lacked the expertise to make a proper landing. That resulted in embarrassment for one of my classmates. I admit my fault.
I see. He's so mature for his age. Well, minus one stinging cheek, the three of you look fine to me. So it's time to begin storming the keep. But first, I'll need each of you to show me your weapons.
This whole thing is a joke, right? Do we really have to play along?
I know the professor, and he isn't the type to joke around. He's serious about measuring each of our abilities. I want to learn everyone's combat styles so we can work together and get out of here safely.
Understood. These are my weapons.
Two swords?
That takes skill.
You're using the Vanderschool's dual blade style then. I knew of it, but I've never met a practitioner.
I admit our great sword style has far more notoriety. But that style also requires one to be born with a broader physique. These blades are better suited for the likes of me.
I didn't realize. Well, Yuna, how about you?
I'm still not down for all this. But I get it. This is a military academy, so here you go.
Another dual wielder.
You use side handle batons?
They look a little more complicated than that. What are they exactly?
These are gunbreakers, special tonfa with guns installed, developed by the one and only CGF. They can switch between melee and mid-range firing.
An intriguing weapon.
A Crossbell Guardian Force, right? If I recall, First Lieutenant Orlando was once part of it. He'd left long before the occupation disbanded them, though. Good to know. We'll see how well they work in action today. You do seem to know your way around them.
Of course I do. I trained with them at the police academy. And they'll be way more useful than a couple of weapons as old as the Great Collapse.
We'll see where everyone stands once we've engaged in actual combat. You're up next, Altina.
Understood.
Hold up. There's something I've been wondering for a while now. Who let a kid enroll at a military academy?
I've been curious about that myself. She claimed to be with the intelligence division, but sure.
Well, personally, I agree, but
There is no need for concern. My physical age is approximately 14 years old. I am no small child.
Physical age? No, you're definitely small.
I also have my weapon, the basis for my admittance into the intelligence division.
What happened? I remember that professor talking, then the floor opened up?
It was Yuna, correct?
Huh?
My apologies, but if you